Well, hello folks, how you doing? It's Richard here from Bikepacking Adventures. Today I'm currently, making my way through into Nottinghamshire, kind of the border between Lincolnshire and Nottinghamshire, near Grinkley on the hill. I may well be actually in Nottinghamshire right now. Yes, I'm on the gravel bike, bit of off-road riding today, camping as well, bit of an overnighter. I'm heading to Clipstone Forest. It is about 5:10, something like that. Got 50, nearly 60k to go actually. Arriving after dark, no doubt. I'm going to be stopping in Edwinstowe, get some snacks, get some drinks. Just take away there as well, the Robin Hood pizza place. So I'm going to nip there and have something to eat. Oh yeah, and it might keep on raining as well. Currently 6:20. There's 2 hours of meaningful daylight. That's a bit less because it's quite cloudy, but a bit of blue sky, sun's out in the distance there. It's not too bad, it's definitely not cold. Right now, on a bit of a B road, heading towards Sutton-cum-Lound. And then tomorrow, we'll be riding on further south, meant to be going to Nottingham. Depends what I feel like. I may well cut it short. Could have got a ride on Sunday as well. So do I really need to be doing 120 miles? Yes, it's been raining again. Right, anyway, not too far Clumber Park now. Less than 20k to go, or 20 miles to go rather. Back into the woods soon. When I've been out this way in the past, I would often go up to the A1M motorway junction, jump across, going to Clumber Park that way, but this, you decided, and go a little bit different, because, you do get bored of going the same way all the time, so varieties, the spice of life and all that lot. Oh, I'm not sure how much I can share with you of the camp setup this evening, because I will be arriving after dark. I'll try and do a little bit of filming. I've got my head cam with me. But I didn't bring any other torches or anything like that off of this. Tried to keep it relatively light, although I did bring a season 3 sleeping bag, which is a bit of a luxury really. Normally I go for the season 1, but it is still April. how good Nottingham is for woods. They're everywhere. Beautiful. And then finally a bit of downhill as well. A lot of bivvy spots in this place. I'll come here again. Maybe next time I won't put Edwinstowe as my stopping point for food and just come here instead. Just come from that crossroads there and into Cumber Park we go. Down to the bridge now, that's what I'm doing. Going up to sunset with 18k to go. Not far now. Probably about 10-12k to Edwinstowe. There's something to eat there. I have got a bit of a thing for cheese toasters at the moment. So what I had at lunch was cheese and toast. But what I had left from yesterday was like a chili con carne kind of. Without the con carne, just like a chili dish. So I waxed that into toasties as well. Oh, it was ace. Yeah, it's a good Breville. It's a Breville toaster as well. It's one of my mums and dads. I think they've had it since the 80s, and it still works. It's fantastic, and they've left it at the caravan. They don't use it anymore, and at the moment I'm kind of using it every day. Yeah, I love it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Just on the outskirts of Edwinstowe now, going through the like the nature reserve place. So arrived in Edwinstowe, chicken and donut wrap I've ordered. Just been to the Morrison's Daily as well. Got 2 cans of Jack Daniels and Coke, and I bought a fridge for the morning. I didn't bother, well actually got some pancakes as well for them this morning, little round ones. I didn't have any like a wrap shape thing. And I was good, I didn't buy any crisps, I nearly bought some crisps. But yeah, I've done quite well. Anyway, I'm going to tuck in and eat up and get myself over to Clipstone. Lovely time of day. It's 20 to 9 and it's still daylight. Well, it's turning. It's only daylight now because clear blue skies, which means only one thing. It might get quite cold overnight. I think it said lows of 5. So I think I'm going to be pleased that I brought the Season 3 sleeping bag this evening. Well folks, I found myself a nice little spot. It is, let's have a look. The time is 10 to 10. Got here about 25 past 9 I think. Took a while to wind my way through the woods, but here I am. I will show you the setup, but there's not a great deal to look at. It's pretty dark. Perhaps I'll show you in the morning. We'll go through what I brought with me, but I do have some entertainment this evening because I don't think there's any reception on the phone. Brought my, don't know if you can see it too well there, my little Game Boy thing. It's got like 10,000 games on it, so I might well play Crash Bandicoot again. Yeah, I'm well covered. Hats on, puffy pants on. Yeah, my favourite puffy pant. Merino jersey. This nice hooded jacket as well, just so I can put it over both my woolly hat and my ears, cover that all over with. And I've even brought my Albion the insulated jacket as well. Throw that on top as well, because what happens is 2-3 hours from sunrise, well, not even that, like an hour before sunrise, it gets really, really cold. Always does. Anyway, I shall catch you again in the morning for part 2 of this backpacking trip. Good night. Well, good morning folks, that's been my view this morning. Lovely, isn't it? What a wonderful spot. On 3 sides I'm kind of protected by like shrubbery, and then on the 4th side where I've cleared the ground, I've got a little, kind of enclosed a little bit, so if you want to get in, that's the way you come. So that's where I went kind of anyway, so if I got disturbed in the night they would have to come that way and I'd hear them. That was my thinking on that. Yeah, I do like a good bivvy camp because it's so simple. My cocoa's been well drank. Got a couple of those. And finish this off in a moment, this fridge milkshake. That's 2 pancakes from Morrison's Daily in Edwinstowe. I was hoping to buy some of those individually wrapped ones. You know, those kind of flat ones that you can get from like Tesco's and things, but they don't do them, so I've gone for these Warburton ones, these circle ones instead. Another good thing about a bivvy as well, if you really wanted to, because you haven't carrying the tent and the pegs with you, you could replace that with your cooking gear, you know, your little stove and food to warm up in the morning, porridge oats, coffee sachets and things like that. But I've not bothered with any of that. That's a good thing about bivvy as well, you can just go light as you want. Anyway, it's really peaceful here, and I'm going to check out my route today and decide straight away, you know, first thing whether I'm going to go down to Nottingham, because here quite close to the Trent Trail, so I can just drop down there and meander my way across, go across the Gunthorpe Bridge into you know, Cafe, near Cafe Vale Verde that way. That cuts a good chunk of the route out. Yeah, I just need to decide, because Southwell there's a long trail to Southwell. The Southwell Trail, funnily enough, takes you to about here, I guess. Sorry, no internet. I can't explore my map properly at all. Got no internet, so it might be good fun to just make the route up as I go along. I haven't done that for so long. Yeah, I think this is, you know, I can ride it, it's not a problem, the whole thing, but I think I'm just gonna give myself an easy day. I'd actually literally just going down there. Yeah, that's probably okay actually, because I'm not cutting too much off then. Yeah, just go straight down there. Got Loudham, and that's where the bridge is, into East Bridgeforth, across the River Trent there. Yeah, may well do that. Moving very slow this morning. So first off, sleeping pad, a sleeping pillow even. It wouldn't be much of a bivvy trip without something to lay on. In the past, and it does work, is you can take a dry sack, in my case the pump sack, the sleeping pad, and you just fill it through the day clothes, and that can be a pillow as well, but it's really nice to have a proper pillow. And this one, as you can see there, it's from Vango, and then there we go, on the other side it says Deep Sleep Thermo. It's alright, isn't it? Okay, I've crawled out my pit. Let's take a look what's in here, shall we? Let's take one thing out at a time. So this is my new sleeping bag of choice. It's a Microlite 100, it says there, and that's also from Vango as well. It's got a nice mummy shape bit at the end there, and yeah, it's very, very warm, very warm. It's done a great job. I have, well, it's got a label on it, but I always bring, always without doubt, bring a what do you call it, a sleeping liner, and this one is a Sea to Summit bag. And then finally the Bivvy bag itself, some of you might recognise it if I show you the pocket there. It is from Outkit. It is the Hunker XL, because I like the extra space. And as for the sleeping mat, I've just turned it around so we can see it's a little bit damp on the underside. It's from Trekology, and the model is UL80. But yeah, I've been sleeping it with that way around, so you can see completely dry this side. But on the floor side, there's always something coming off the ground. Talking off the ground, this is the ground sheet I've used. It's just from my Nature Hike Monga 2 tent, which I no longer use. I always use the actual ground sheet though, regardless of whether I'm using the tent or not. Yeah, this is kind of my setup. Probably go through some clothes that I'm carrying with me as well. But pretty run of the mill for me. I've got this Albion insulated jacket that I never wore overnight, I didn't need it. What I'm wearing right now for sleep is just got like a woolly hat on, a hooded top, nice fleeced hooded top. Can't see me, what's going on, I'm losing myself here. What's got these pockets where you can put your hand all the way through. I find them really handy for, you know, just carrying something in quickly. I know it can fall out the other side, but it's useful in that respect. Got these puffy pants, which you can find these about £30 on Amazon. Got nice thick woolen socks on. I've got a Rafa t-shirt underneath the hooded top as well. I think it's merino wool, might be wrong. And then I've got like a waistband thing between my t-shirt and, well, my skin, against my skin. It's advertised like not like a liver band or something, but I use it because it's got a nice fleecy feel to it, and I've always got back problems. But right now, because I've stopped and I'm no longer in a sleeping bag, my back's feeling a little bit cold. So yeah, it's time to get out of all this civilian gear into my cycling gear. Just thought something else. So what else I brought with me? You probably saw it on my back. And this is the Restrap cargo vest. In there is just a bit of an assortment of clothes and things. Got a wallet there. Down one of the pockets, well, in the zipper there. That's where I keep my house key and some cash and a bit of loo roll as well. And it's got these reinforced side pockets there. Got 1, 2 large ones, and there's like a smaller ones in there. And I keep sort of things like my head torch, which you see on my helmet there. I don't need to be riding with that on my head all day, so that will go into one of the pockets before I leave as well. Now in the daylight you can see this is the console I had with me. It came with like 10,000 games, so I've played about 2. What else to show you? Got my phone on charge there. I tend to charge in the morning, don't need a big charge. And it's just generic power bank.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Oh, go away. Yeah, it's just like a cheap and nasty power bank I've got there. 16,000 milliamp, but it's nice, really good form factor. Of course, everything else is in the Tailfin bag. So yeah, that's my camp setup. Hope you enjoyed having a bit of a look around. Now it's time for me to maybe go for a quick walk or do some star jumps to warm up, because it's now I've got out the sleeping bag. Like I say, it is pretty chilly. This is when I'm finding my jacket coming useful. Oh, in the morning. The good thing about being in the woods is you're away from the head of the wind and the elements, but yeah, you don't see the sun first thing in the morning. You may notice as well, you may comment that the sleeping mats outside the bivvy bag. Some people do put sleeping mats inside the bivvy bag, but this one is quite thick, this Trek College one. It always goes underneath. Use a ground sheet, you see, could protect this sleeping mat from getting punctured. You also might notice how when I arrived as well, cleared a bit of the ground away, especially these thorny prickly things. Here, I mean, it's a plantation, it's a working wood, so you know, you can just clear bits around you. The last thing you want is waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning realising you've got well, not only are you getting really cold because your pad's had a slow puncture, but you've got to fork out for a brand new one as well. I think I should mention as well, pay attention to your pad. Do you know what I was saying about the damp side? If you're perhaps going out for a multi-day adventure, either, you know, get out in the sun, leave it out to dry somewhere during your day. But if you haven't got time for that, if it's going to be raining, just make sure you fold, you know, just make sure you start folding the wet side inwards, so it's you've still got one dry side. And again, when you arrive for your second night, make sure you've got it the right way around, so that damper side can just keep on getting damp. And then perhaps on your second day or your third day, actually leave it out in the sun, because it'll dry really quickly. And when you get home, you should always air these things as well, get them dry when you've got all the time in the world just to put your pad somewhere in the garden on the washing line or flat surface. Yeah, I'll get as much air out as possible. And although sometimes it may seem at first that it's impossible to get it back in its packaging, if you persevere, just take a little bit of time, just undo it a few times, just get as maximum out of air out of it, you know, fold it over properly, you know, you can be on your way again, you can get it in that bag, and keep your pack size of your kit nice and tight. And then this is take one, hopefully they put it back into its pack, which it is, I'm pleased to say. There we go. And I mentioned earlier this is going to go on the front fork, so that's going to go in there with the ground sheet, which is the last thing to pack away. For me, using the ground sheet is a bit of a game changer, really. I did ground sheet gravel a couple of years ago, and one of the riders that I spent much of the time riding with, James Broadhurst, I think his name was, he always had a ground sheet, and I was never using one at that point. And I was watching him thinking, this is brilliant, because it's really lightweight. You know, you're organising yourself nice and cleanly in the morning in terms of where you're sitting and setting out your gear and things like that. Yeah, if you're going to do bivvy camping, for the weight, it don't cost anything, and you're protecting that pad as well. Make sure things are as secure as you left them as well from the day before. Suppose how things move about overnight. So on today's trip, these are going on the forks because of that nice, generous season 3 sleeping bag. Got no room to put them in there. I just realised I packed this away. Oh, well, that's the advantage of having the cargo vest. You can put a few things in there in the day and just carry them around with you. The final tip for anyone that, like me, has a tail fin, or indeed just a saddle bag, always just take it off the night before. I mean, with a tail fin, it's really, really easy. Just take it off and then you've got it on the ground, and it's just so much easier. Straightforward, pop it back on again in the morning. No fuss, but you appreciate it on the night time. Your stuff's just nice, easy and accessible. Sorry Coros, I'm going to be ignoring you for the next couple of hours. See you soon. Yeah, so I'm just heading out the trail. This is the Southwell Trail, just round the corner from where I was really. Here it goes. Let's just ignore the rerouting for now, so it'll keep beeping all journey. There's a new trail which opened in the last couple of years called the Trent Vale Way. I'm going to take that. Hopefully, you know, it's useful to me. On the map, it looks like it's going to take me to Fledborough Viaduct. So, fingers crossed. That's all to come between now and 9 o'clock, I'd say. Yeah, so a bit of a shorter day. Got a tracker in a couple of weeks, so don't want to do anything too mental or hurt myself in any way. To make it more sensible of my old age. It's a big one this year as well, November, so it's a big round number. Well, what round number is it? If you can guess, put them down in the comments below. Shh, don't tell them I'm not buying anything, I'm just going in to warm my hands up. Well, in the end, I've come out with a coffee. Bit of Costa coffee, yeah, I'll get a bit of white coffee in me. Just what I need. It is very cold this morning. Bit of a, well, minor mistake. I forgot to bring a spare GoPro battery with me today. And as I've got like 15 minutes having this coffee, I'm going to just charge it up on the floor there. Remember, I should probably stand in the sun as well. Oh. So back onto the trail we go. Where the coat was, I think it's called Billsthorpe, I think, or maybe even Farnsfield. So going down here for the next 6 miles into Southwell before making our way to the River Trent. I know I said I'd probably do it by 9, but I think it's more like 10 actually. I don't know where I got 9 from. Well, look how green it's becoming. All the trees and the ground underneath feels luxurious. It's nice and soft, not too hard, and it's not too wet. I mean, there's little bits here and there, but what a lovely welcoming on a Saturday morning. Now at 20 to 8. Yeah, I've dawdled a bit, but I'm not really in any rush, you know, it's not a race. I'm not doing a huge distance. I never was. Get back tonight, have an early one, and then tomorrow morning, reasonably early, because I'll be driving towards the coast, putting on a gravel ride, 100k around the Lincolnshire Wolds. I've started hosting gravel rides with Lindsay Roads, so occasionally I'll be advertising those on YouTube, Facebook, things like that. Yeah, that's all coming up tomorrow, but for today I've got some lovely trails and bits of road on the way back as well. Just me and my squeaky chain. Feels really good just to be taking it easy today. I mean, I'm going 23 kilometers an hour. I could easily be going 27, 28, but it's not often that I just spin my legs on a low cadence, because it's literally going downhill this. Should do more often. Often I'm stressing my legs out, you know, not grinding away, just putting some good power through the pedals. But today I was just enjoying myself, rolling downhill and not really putting a big effort in. Right, next stop up is Southwell. I'm going to quickly put the camera back in the front there. Just been charging it. Oh, I just to answer a remark, or rather a question, on a video not too long ago, which was, why don't I carry things on the bike rather than on my back? And I do try and carry as much as I can on the bike. I'll tell you what though, these cargo vests, forget it's there, I completely forget I'm wearing it. They come right up the top of your back. They're not like a traditional backpack which covers your whole back, makes you sweaty. These, you forget you're wearing them. So if that was your question, I hope it answered for you. Basically that's it. It's not a traditional backpack, it's really high on your back. You don't get sweaty, you forget you're wearing it. And I'm not just saying that, I'm not being paid by Restrap. Got an Albion as well. Oh, look at this. Oh wow, I don't know if you can see on camera there, beautiful bit of blossom. Wow. So good, so good. One more thing about these disused railway lines is, as much as sometimes I like to see them used again for trains, because in my mind, the Beecham Courts back in the 60s, was it? 1960s, was a really bad decision for the country. Should have kept it open. Looking back after all these decades, you know, car dominance should have been left open. However, for active travel, you know, walking, cycling or wheeling, they're just brilliant for getting people out in the countryside. It's just really quiet places. I do wonder, decades ahead, whether, you know, they'll get reclaimed as railway lines and we'll lose these as quiet places. But I think probably what will happen, if that ever did come to pass, is that they'll put a cycleway down the side of it. In the UK we've got to do a lot trying to get cars off the road. Videos I've done now with me moaning about not having a squeaky chain, not lubing my chain. Time for a bit of a quiz then. I'll attach it to the video if you want to take part. It's just a bit of fun. Do you use wax lube or oil-based lube? Once again, it's just a bit of fun. Hunt around it on YouTube. Wax lube or oil-based lube, what do you use? So I've reached the River Trent, just at the White Gate, and the scene of devastation from the winter past. The water must have got really, really high, because I mean, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And it's not cold at all. Even the wind is not cold today. I do love this part of the Trent. I mean, you do see people fishing along here as well. There's a private fishing place up there where you can bivvy, stick a tent up, just pretend you're fishing. And then there's a bit where it's not private fishing, you just, you know, pitch up, arrive late, leave early sort of thing. Not many people around today, nice and peaceful, which is a surprise because the weather is absolutely stunning, yeah. That's a lot of sheep. That's a lot of woolly jumpers. That's a lot of merino jerseys. Isn't this great? What will be great is hitting that bridge and getting the wind behind me. Well, what an absolutely stunning morning it is. Just left Cafe Vella Verde, a chai latte in there and a double egg. Oh, all very nice, all very nice. Oh, almost makes it all worth it. Struggled into the headwind yesterday. Almost. Yeah, so, yeah, literally Newark next. Really just taking it easy because it's now 10 o'clock. I was probably there for 45 minutes or something like that, just chilling, relaxing. No rush to get back. I've got 95k to go from here, so it's looking likely I'll be back before 5 o'clock. You know, if I take it nice and easy. Absolutely no rush to get back. But it's just gonna be Early rise again tomorrow. It's about a 45-minute drive to the start of tomorrow's gravel ride. I suppose I could, if I really wanted to, do a bit of van life, you know, park down somewhere close and sleep in my van overnight, or could just enjoy the warmth of my bed. Oh wow, tailwind, absolutely no effort. Oh, stop the route by mistake. Tailwind, barely any effort anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to be searching for trails. The next trail up is NCN 64, which is again another old disused railway line. At least I think it is. It does actually connect to a railway line, so I guess it's been the extension was all taken out. Anyway, after that on today's ride, it's the Trent Valley Way. I slightly feel like the wind has turned. I'm hoping it's just the Trent effect. You'll know what I mean if you ever ride alongside the Trent on either side of the bank. So I just left Newark. I'm going to join the NCN 64. Continues a little bit further along. I think it's the 64. It can take me to Fledborough on a new cycleway called the Trent Valley Way. Shall we see? We shall see how cycle friendly it actually is. I expect it's gravel bike friendly, not road bike friendly. As much of the cycle infrastructure is in the UK, it's not road bike friendly, is it? This cycleway will be welcome because it will keep me off the main road, which is quite a busy one at times, quite a high speed road, so it would be nice not to have to ride there. Okay, sign check, not the Trent Valley Way, it's the Trent Vale Trail. I think what it gives away as being off-road as well is the green signs as opposed to blue. Never really thought about that. So does it say where I am? I'm up here somewhere I think, but yeah, I've gone through Collingham and I've gone all the way up here and it's continuing. It's a family friendly route for walkers, cyclists, wheelchairs and pushchairs through the amazing wetland area between Collingham and Besthorpe. Another gate advertises it as wheelchair friendly. Nope, fail. Anyway, that must be the River Trent there then. There's no other waterway around. I've just never seen it so narrow before. No, I probably have, but yeah, so it gets wider and wider as it gets towards Fledborough. A bit of fishing spot there, I reckon. It's good to have recce along here because I'm wondering whether there's anywhere, you know, you can pitch a tent up. I bet you probably could. Imagine putting a tent up on there, put it right on the water's edge and people think you're a fisherman. And this is where we depart. I'm going to head this way and hope it actually goes somewhere. If there's any downside of using oil, look, it's all black. It's all blacking up. Normally if you use like squirt, which is what I usually use, it'd be look good as new. Anyway, I'm just alongside this quarry area now. Just stopped to charge my battery up on this camera because I keep leaving it turned on. There's somebody in a boat just there. Nice. What an adventure this has turned out to be. And here I am joining the NCN 64. The Fledborough Viaduct is that way. So you see it's properly signposted as well. TVT stickered up. The Trent Vale Way. So now on an off-road bike you can get the centre of Lincoln to the centre of Newark, completely off-road. Well, there's some small bits where you share space with cars, but wow, that's really, really good. Yeah, brilliant. Look, Lincoln 10 miles that way, Harby, which used to be a station, South Clifton is down there, where it's signposted now in green. Yeah, brilliant, that, excellent. I shall be putting that into more gravel off-road routes. Yeah, excellent. Right, anyway, bit of a headwind now for a little while, but it's, you know, it's off-road, isn't it? Car free, what more could you ask for? Ledbury Viaduct, back in the Nottinghamshire side. So up next is the village of Ragnall. I did think about going a summer route, but it's kind of going the wrong way. So going towards Church Laneham now, that area, Brampton, picking up a few trails around there as well. Good stuff. So I'm just going around a bit of a byway near Treswell. There's quite a few byways around here. Not too far from a shop to North Leverton. Is it a spa? Can't remember. It's a shop, sell food, that's all I care. Probably grab a sandwich or pastry or something just to carry me over. I've not got far to go to get back home. It's 43 kilometres, but all I've had is that cob early on in the day and a flapjack, so yeah, I need something else. The only hill for miles around, and I found it. So the windmill just past there was the windmill at North Leverton. I think this is going to bring in, I might be wrong, I think it's in the, it takes you into North and South Wheatley, I believe. Yes, I reckon so. So we're going to kind of the top of this area and then back down into Lincolnshire. Now I think, I might be wrong, you either go to Beckenham Way or Grinkley on the Hill. I do not remember, I think it's Beckenham, but we'll find out, or I'll find out. Been that way 1,000 times, probably won't film it. Just get onto the next lot of gravel. That is the West Burton Power Station, soon to be no more. That's the second bench I've seen along here, really nice. I often find really nice benches in really nice places, but often than not I've got no food with me to enjoy them. Right, must concentrate, it's all downhill. And it's anything like the lots of the trails at the top, it will be a little bit chunky, but maybe not, who knows. Done a lot of the road section since the last time picked up the camera. Not much more to go really, but a bit at the end I think. It's all off-road now. Back on the Ancombe Valley Way. It's not the Ancombe Valley Way, I can't remember now off the top of my head. It's an old disused railway line, would you believe it or not? I'm going to take this all the way to Belton, then head up to Sandtoft, some off-road adventuring. Oh, forget my own head sometimes. I've just realised I'm not carrying my backpack. I took it off at North Leverton. Fucking hell, I bet you've been watching on the camera going, where's his thing gone? So I just rang the shop and thankfully they've got it. So it just means when I get back, quick shower, I need to drive down to North Leverton and pick it up. Bugger! At least they've got it anyway, because there's lots in there. My expensive jacket for starters, credit cards, and well, obviously somebody's seen it and handed it in, so that was very lucky. Oh well, thank God for that. Small inconvenience versus massive upset. Found out what this is called. It's the Ancombe line. Yeah, kind of obvious really, isn't it? So we're coming into Epworth along the line at the moment, and yeah, it's all good. Sun's back out again as well. We just started to cool off a little bit without the sun. Right, I think there's a drop coming down in a second, so I better come and... No, it's not. Oh, I thought there was. I'm glad there isn't. Oh, what a ride this turned out to be. I was just thinking about it more, and the caravan key was in the pack. What an idiot. Anyway, I've just rang the caravan park and they can let me in the caravan. Oh, thank God for that. Then I can have the shower and then drive to go and collect everything. Right, anyway, it's on with this trail. Yeah, I'm just coming into the rear end of Epworth, and although I was going to go and do a few more trails, well, I'm going to get as far as Belton and then just stick to the main road instead of dawdling around on the trails and things. Right, go through Belton. I have actually decided to still keep off the main road, just go more trails which are a little bit more direct. So I'm heading over a little track that takes you over the M180, all gravel and everything, and then rejoin the A161 a little bit further up. Just keeps me off that main road, but it's a bit more direct compared to the way that I was intending to go. Yeah, cargo vest. I kind of jinxed it earlier, didn't I, when I said, oh, you hardly feel it on your back. Yeah. Right, coming up to the 180, as I said. Cars whizzing by on the left of the picture there, forward and left. Right, ooh. Right, I'm going to cut the video short here. I'm about a mile from home now. I'm just ducking because typically section to headwind. Always the case then when you're nearly home. Can't be all tailwind. Right, hope you've enjoyed watching this one. Bit of wild camping, bit of cycling, bit of losing stuff, nice bit of gravel off-road, trails, mountain biking. Pretty much had it all today. The odd nice gravel track like this. Right, I'm getting dust blown in my eyes. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comments, questions, stick them down below, and I'll see you in the next bikepacking adventure soon. Bye bye for now.